Oh.
Woo! Shit. I just take a shot. First shot. That jump fucked me up just now. Like, what you say, Doug? Yeah. You about to play your game with Louisville? Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta play Ed. T-Mac gave me a brutal schedule, Joe.
Is change in college football, but over more
Huh?
than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that.
Man, brutal joint.
Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting
Yeah, I got Notre Dame, I got Georgia.
As we'll see, the number 8 team in
Then I'm
the country,
at Georgia.
Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Watch how these niggas play. Well, he knew, so I don't know how he play. Yeah.
Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too.
I did not. I did not do first.
He was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Oh,
some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Big tight end makes
See, I should have had that pick. I should have stayed with him, y'all. That was my fault. Man, that was my fault.
Tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you
What are you doing?
Sometimes they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
You trying to hurt yourself?
Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up
Come on, man. Why would you jump from there like that? Are you okay? Come here. What hurt? All right. Pick that stuff up. You drop.
2nd and 7.
Hey, all right. Should have probably a little aggressive. Hey, all right.
Fullback's got it. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Come on, man. Not that. Not that.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not
That's just too much noise right now.
Position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the pass game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's hooked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Illini. How about this?
Good see, huh?
Taking one back to the house.
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a 3rd down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been
Pick 6. That was all me, too.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score.
Yeah, that was all me out there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Oh, he can hear me on the mic? Well, oh well.
LSU will dive into the
You can hear yourself too?
offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give on the option. Good, solid run. Gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And it'll be
They would not let me pick that nigga, Drew.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their six.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC.
Oh, he ready.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
But what this league is teaching me, though, not just be called, I gotta wait and see what them niggas looking like. What, you know what I'm saying? Guys, teach me some patience on defense, that's for sure.
The pitch to the left. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Dances away. Finds space on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear.
Yep.
Motion from the
I hope you beat his ass.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey.
Play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
There you go. Boom. Hey,
that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm.
Oh, they block it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
The give to the lone running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Tremble. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again.
Not yet.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Tremble. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, fighting him alive. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4.
I had a peanut butter test.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Bill.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with...
Gets away from one, finds room. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The inside handoff. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling
Yeah, I'm trying to get that him.
Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down,
Still early though.
set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown Illini. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able
Who broadcasting y'all game?
whether or not they could find success early in this
Who
game.
broadcasting y'all game?
All of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Huh?
Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
No, I ain't hear you. You say what? Oh, yeah, I'm about to look at those now.
Snap in the shotgun. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. It's in.
That should have been a pick. You know, it'll stay home. Man. Just stay home.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's looking to pass. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Using the quick game. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And that touchdown was massive. they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
How you get the ball right there?
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Hey,
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got
14
to
done it already.
this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away.
What happened? Let me see what happened.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, they're looking for a silver lining. I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And you coming into this game that he had to get touches.
Oh, they 99, 99, 99, dude.
Defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He gets a hand on it. That's a live ball. Defense has it.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these
Lock
guys.
that nigga field goal again.
But even on special teams,
Get that.
they haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice move there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh.
From the gun, the running back has it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tremble. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Illinois! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. It's a running room. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Hey.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarter.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's in.
Oh, he dropped it.
Down, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Handoff to the single back. Nice move there. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Illinois
Oh, yeah, it was late. It's on. It was there.
Gets it out quickly.
So it wasn't nothing but the last 4 half anyway.
6 more points.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets it to the end
Right
zone.
now, 8.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Yeah.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Jameer, what are you doing?
Starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and hut.
Going for the big play. Hits him in stride.
He still caught that old me. Get out of
He
here.
makes the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He was on that
And we'll
shit.
see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown to Illini. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. LSU right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He leaves it with his back. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter,
Hello?
you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back.
Are you just getting on the train now?
The run.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add
All
6
right.
more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit
No,
of
I was talking to she called.
through a little crack. That was not a crack.
Said she had called me.
Wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Trying to surge it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect that.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Runs through the tackle.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them your way.
What's that? 21-10. That's all right, dude. Okay.
It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still need some good things to happen. You need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the ground. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive.
Why do you start coming back? Because I put my backups in.
Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Illinois right back to the line. Off play action on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. That's reeled in. It's Tremble. Finds a crease at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Why? What are you doing? What are you doing, Jameer?
He'll bring it out.
Come on, my guy.
He was looking
What are you doing? Why are you? Why?
As he stopped at the 18. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.